Microsoft co-founder Paul Allen's extensive collection of paintings and sculptures fetched a record-breaking $1.5 billion during Christie's New York. Paul Allen's art collection set a record for the most expensive auction sale ever in a single art auction. The collection sold for a premium price because it included dozens of masterpieces by prominent artists such as Paul Cézanne and Vincent van Gogh, among others. Hey everyone! Today we are going to go over the most expensive art auction ever, and details about Paul Allen's collection, which fetched record-breaking $1.5 billion. So let's dig right into it. Paintings and sculptures from the collection of Microsoft co-founder Paul G. Allen surpassed the $1.5 billion barrier at Christie's New York auction night, becoming the largest transaction in the history of auctions. This occurred just when it appeared that the sky-high art market could not get any higher. It was the first of two Allen sales, and it broke a 6-month-old Sotheby's record of $922 million for paintings from Harry and Linda McClough, bickering spouses whose divorce settlement included the sale of their collection. The record had stood for 6 months, and it had been set for paintings from the McCloughs. The salesroom barely applauded as 5 lots sold for more than $100 million, including Georges Seurat's Les Pourceaux Ensemble, which sold for $149 million, Paul Cézanne's La Montagne Saint-Vittore, which sold for $138 million, Van Gogh's Verdant Arlequin, Verguer avec Cyprès, which sold for $117 million, and Gustav Klimt's 1903 Autumnal Birch Forest, which sold for $105 million. The sale of the Klimt painting broke the artist's previous auction high of $88 million, which was set in 2006 for Portrait of Adele Bloch-Bauer II. That was the same year that Allen purchased his Klimt for approximately $40 million. The sale of Allen's artwork, which he suffered from until his death in 2018, caused a level of hysteria in the art world that is infrequently seen. François Pinault, the owner of Christie's, was present in the room with the usual suspects, such as art dealers Larry Gagosian, David Zwirner, Amelia Diane, and Joan Ahmed. Pinault sat in one of the more modest skyboxes at the event. Not the art market as a whole, but rather the hunger for excellent rare objects is reflected in a sale such as this one. It is essential to have a solid understanding of the history behind this one-of-a-kind legendary origin. The sale of Lot 32, a stunning statue by Alberto Giacometti titled Femme la Vénétie III, that was standing naked and was estimated to sell between $15 million and $20 million, increased the total of the sale to $1 billion. As a result of the auctioneer's failure to disclose this information, everyone in the room was unaware that a new chapter in the history of the art market had just been written. The first 3 lots sold considerably over their projections right away. These included Edward Steichen's gloomy, haunted 1904 Flatiron, which depicted New York's Flatiron Building. It set an auction record for the artist at $12 million, 4 times the high estimate. It was the second highest price ever paid for a photograph, following Man Ray's 1924 Le Violon d'Igres, which sold for $12.4 million last May at Christie's. More than 20,000 individuals previewed the collection in advance, with lines reaching for up to 2 hours down Rockefeller Plaza in Midtown. Some previews frequently drew art enthusiasts who want to see masterworks before they disappear into private collections. Collectors have been looking forward to the sale not only because it is expected to set a new record for the amount of money it will bring in, but also because of the extensive range of blue-chip works that are included in Allen's collection, which he began amassing in the 1980s. The artworks covered 500 years of history and were acquired by Christie's, which will sell 95 of them in a day sale. It varied from Botticelli's classical Madonna of the Magnificent, mid-15th to early 16th century, to Wayne Theobald's whimsical array of suites Café Carte 2012, which sold for $6 million on an estimate of $3 million to $5 million. Botticelli's painting was estimated to sell for between $3 and $5 million. It contained Small False Start, a blazing abstract painting by Jasper Johns from 1960, which sold for $55 million. The estimate was $45 to $65 million. The work in blues, red, yellow, and orange beat the artist's previous record of $36 million for a flag painting purchased by Alice Walton in 2014. It depicts his relationship with collage. The collection featured heavy on figurative pieces, such as Edouard Manet's La Grande Canal à Venise, a beautiful image of a paddling gondolier, and David Hockney's The Debate, which depicts the curator Henry Geldzahler and the writer Raymond Foyer engaging in a stormy conversation. At the same time, some art experts said the sale was a better barometer of Allen's buying prowess than of his singular aesthetic passion. It's like the tech mind. Everything is in amazing condition, vivid colors, not too disturbing, not too sexual, like a numbers or a computer guy would think it through. Every one of them is a near-perfect example, said the dealer and collector Adam Lindman. I don't think the collection says much about him. You can walk through the whole thing and not come away with a feeling about Paul Allen. It's very analytical and very precise. Allen was ahead of his time in acquiring works by female artists such as Agnes Martin, Louise Bourgeois, and Barbara Hepworth. Georgia O'Keeffe's White Rose with a Larkspur No. 1 sold for $27 million recently, more than 4 times the low estimate of $6 million. Christie's guaranteed the entire sale, which means the auction house committed to pay the Allen estate a stipulated minimum price for the entire cash. Christie's then mitigated that risk by collecting minimum bids from third parties on many of the lots, people who committed to a purchase price in advance, assuring they could acquire the work if it didn't exceed the guarantee. Allen requested that all of the revenues go to philanthropy. His estate has not named the beneficiaries, possibly to avoid upsetting possible buyers who disagreed with the charitable causes. The hefty prices validated Allen's sophisticated taste as well as his eye for art that would appreciate in value. In 2016, he paid $25.6 million for Gerhard Richter's painting of an American fighter jet, more than double the $11.2 million he paid a decade before, and in 2014, he paid $56.1 million for a Mark Rothko work that he had paid $34.2 million for in 2007. He was a top-of-the-market buyer without much competition, said Amy Capolazzo, a notable advisor and former auctioneer. Finally, we must admit that Paul Allen was a remarkable art collector and a legend of the arts as well as the tech sector. Which of Paul Allen's arts used to be your favorite? Please share your thoughts in the comment section below. That's all for this video. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment on this video if you enjoyed. See you in the next video. Till then, take care. Thanks for watching.